Hello everybody! Ooh, my voice cracked. Hello everybody, my name is Senkara and welcome to our lovely escape. Now, you asked for more Yanderes, so here's more Yandere. I believe in this game we have 3 lovely Yandere girls to choose from. It's going to be another visual novel, but this one will be more interactive than Kill or Love, if I'm not mistaken. Your choices affect the game. Okay, so let's get into it. Start game. Which gender would you like to play as? I am male. Please type your name below. Senkara. Cool. Oh my goodness. Is that mine? That's mine. Of course that's mine. Who else? Here I am. It's another tedious morning at the office. On another typical day of the week. The white logoed mug near the monitor has been sitting there since yesterday's coffee break. The last minute notes scrawled on my notepad are still waiting for me. I can't even remember how long it's been since I started working as a writer. Maybe 5 or 6 months? No one's really keeping count, but the feeling of being newly minted employee hasn't rubbed off me yet. It's as if I'm the new kid in school. It's nothing I've experienced before, to say the least. My co-workers have been welcoming so far, even towards an unassuring guy like me who doesn't have much experience in making otome games, or anything interesting for that matter. It's not like I would have wanted to work in this industry, creating games for women of all things. You sexist, mate? Jeez. If I had to pick. But I know I can't complain. Louise, for women of all things, goodness me. Women play games too, right? As one of the few men in the studio, it's a miracle that I got this job to begin with. Now it's how I make my living. Oh, well there are some perks it would seem. Hey there Senkara, how are you on this, gorgeous and pleasant morning? Why'd you have to think of that? Gorgeous and pleasant this time, she changes it up. Oh, she's great, I like her already. Better than a rainy one, I suppose. Last week's downpour was pretty bad. I just got here, what about you? I'm fine. I came in a few minutes ago, so I'm about to boot up the computer. Great! Great! Those little diamonds down the bottom there remind me of Harley Quinn. I don't know if that's a good thing or what, but... So, did you finish writing that Maya section yet? Oh, right, game. So, did you finish writing that Maya section yet, or are you still stuck on how the demon battle is supposed to go down? What kind of game are they making here? I wanna play it. Forget this, let's play that game. Not yet. I think I have a good idea about how to build things up before the action scene now, though. Well, that's good. Mizari's afraid to be a burden to others, but Nerui acknowledges this, but encourages Mizari to stand up for her beliefs. I see. And then something about her trusting Mizari to assuage her self-doubts. That's good. And then, what do you think, Alexis? Alexis. Interesting. Not bad. Don't really look like an Alexis, but I can roll with it. Oh, I think it sounds like a great idea. I mean, it's a fitting scenario for the 2 gal pals, so I don't see why not. Best friends should trust each other after all. Or, I'd like to think so anyway. They should. Otherwise, are you really best friends if you don't trust each other? As long as you don't go off the rails and make them backstab each other during the battle or anything. Which would be wild, by the way. I'd say you should be fine. I mean, that sounds like a good story to me. Well, if you say so. She okay? Alexis noisily pops open a bag of chips before plopping a snack into her mouth. That's not how you pop open chips. What was that? I think she was having a seizure. It's just dialogue, right? Like, it's nothing major. I'm sure Lisa will approve. Who's Lisa? Is that the boss? Even if she doesn't, it's whatever, yeah? She knows you're still getting used to things. She'll help you fix it. Oh, look at her face. I really like the art style in this game. So far, I'm impressed. Yeah, I guess you're right. Teehee. Teehee. When haven't I been? I know how to make good games too. You can always ask me for advice. I briefly turned to my notepad to look over what we've established for the title's world building. The project I'm working on now is still early in development, but we have another title that's close to release. Although we haven't decided on this newer game's title yet, well, it's not really another title yet ready for release, is it? And some of its key assets are still works in progress. I have a good feeling about it. I have a good feeling about this, that's not the line. It's a fantasy otome game that wrestles the issue of oppression and close-mindedness, both tied together through the theme of love. Ah, that's sweet. Everybody loves a good love oppression. Yanderes? Intending to resume our conversation, I look over my shoulder to find Alexis sweetly smiling at me. Her familiar, genteel smile begs for my attention. But, you know, since you have your hands full at the moment, you can't fill them with other things. I don't know. If it's not too much to ask, would you like to help me darken the outlines of some of my sketches? Pretty please? Well, my hand's full. But I did just for you. Just for you. It won't take long, I promise. Just trace and go. It'll be easy as 1, 2, 3. Well, then why don't you do it? And it's definitely not as hard as colouring between the lines. Well, that's not that hard, just use the fill tool. Even though Alexis comes around to ask me for help a lot, it feels difficult to say no to a smile like hers. She's not smiling, but okay. But there's no harm in helping her this time around. Not to mention that I don't want to come off as rude. Well, no, you wouldn't want that. Besides, as a relatively recent hire to the studio, I should continue to help in any way I can. Yeah. Who knows, this may even turn out to be a good way to build rapport with my co-workers. You got it. Sure, I don't mind, just let me know what I have to do. The woman suddenly bursts into a cheery mood, gleefully raising both of her arms in excitement. Ah! What? A few of her chips spill out of the bag onto the floor, but the mess leaves her unfazed. Alright. She's far too upbeat, far too in the moment to notice that anything has gone amiss. A little too heavy for me. Strangely enough, I don't care either. Alexis has a way of pulling people in. Well, that's good. She can pull in some viewers for me. Subscribe for more Alexis. The way she laughs is contagiously satisfying. It's jaunty enough to brighten the room, and compelling enough to ease my fatigue. Yay! Yay! You're the best, Senkara. Oh, I know. I know I can always count on you. Now, if you'll just follow me, we can slip by... Uh-oh. Excuse me? What was that I just heard? Who's this gal? Don't think I didn't hear your little scheme to make others do your work again, Alexis. Yeah, Alexis. Oh boy, this can't be good. It never ends well when Lisa's angry like this. No compromises, no excuses. That's just how she is. Hell, if she stays angry for too long, I wouldn't give us much time to live. Maybe based on her appearance, maybe like a week? Nah, a little longer, maybe like a year. Have something in between, say 30 days?
Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
The morning hasn't even started yet and I'm already finding myself too worried to take a break. All because I have an employee who's too unproductive to do anything on her own. What a slacker. Do you think making game development is some kind of joke, Alexis? I was very serious about this. That you can manipulate others into doing your job just because you feel lazy every day? Sorry about it. Do you realize what you're doing? You're shitting all over the time and effort I've put into the studio. Oh no. Oh no. No, you have it all wrong. I was only... Alexis, don't even start with me. This isn't the first time you've done this. I suspect that it won't be the last either. Ooh, Alexis is about to get fired. Alexis shrinks back, her puffy puppy? Her happy-go-lucky demeanor is suddenly eclipsed by a biting contempt. Oh dear. Lisa Vogel, manager, marketer, multitasker. Manager, marketer, multitasker. And above all, Otome mastermind. She's the head of game development. The head of game development. While we, her co-workers, her slaves, her humble servants, serve as her hands. At least, that's what she constantly tells us. There's a death sentence for anyone who opposes her authority. Told you wouldn't last long. Rarely will she ever budge to settle a difference, because that would go against her principles. Woman of principles. Gotta admire it. Moreover, I don't know if it's possible to convince her she's ever been in the wrong. For someone as serious and sharp as she is, I've always been afraid to dispute her word. Fair enough. With her arms crossed and dark hair tied up, her hair's not that dark, but alright, I see what you're trying to say. Lisa shoots an intimidating glare at Alexis. I like to think that I've been reasonable with you, Alexis, even when you started off on the wrong foot as a new hire. I was lenient with you. I gave you tips and left you warnings. I even went out of my way to defend your flagrant misbehavior in board meetings. As manager of the studio, I've done all I can so you can succeed and be at your best. And this is your way of repaying me? After so many discussions, you still haven't learned from your mistakes? Aww. She just went from angry bitch to super cute. Look at that face. How much longer do I have to wait until you get your act together, Alexis? I'm sorry. I'll try harder from now on. Harder isn't good enough, apparently. All you've given me so far are empty promises. Ooh. Lisa pauses, covering her eyes before muttering something under her breath. Sheesh, it's not that difficult to put in the effort. I mean, why can't you be as ambitious and hardworking as Mayu for once? Is that seriously so much to ask? Not everyone's that ambitious. No, Mayu is, but she's probably pretty ambitious. I turn to find Alexis looking defeated and very much at a loss for words. The bitter sting of disappointment is visibly eating away at her. I don't think it is. Seems alright. Seems all in one piece. Dodge. Okay. Fine. I'm sorry. With nothing more to say, Alexa scurries back to her desk with her head downcast. Lisa finally turns to me in her constant disapproval. It physically pains me to stare into her quiet, penetrating eyes, her beautiful, violet, penetrating eyes. Don't think you're off the hook either, Senkara. What the hell did I do? I've been hardworking. Look, I am making this game great. Great, I tell you. Alexis's work isn't your responsibility too. Well, I mean... You've seen her smile? Apparently it's amazing. Your passivity only encourages her to keep this up. She'll keep lazying around and asking others to do her bidding forever. Slave driver. It's worse than you, I mean. Nothing. Focus on your own work. She needs to learn to do everything on her own. You're only accountable for the tasks I personally assign you, okay? Otherwise, what was the point in me hiring her? Does hiring people just to get them to tell others to do their work for them make sense to you? Well, no. Make a fine point. I guess not. I guess. Lisa pauses yet again. Seriously, get yourself together, Senkara. I know you're better than this. I'm sorry, she's just... No, she's kinda cute. Not as cute as you, but... cute. I really need a cup of coffee now. I'll get it for you. Wait, no, I won't, because that's your job. Ha, got him! Or is it your secretary's job? Someone's job, not mine. In her frustration, Lisa does a double take at the floor. Oh, she saw the chips. Oh, and please clean this mess up. I know that it most likely came from Alexis, but keeping the office clean is everyone's responsibility. Ugh! I hate cleaning. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. Just for you. I wordlessly nod in agreement. Although I'm sometimes reluctant to admit it, I know Lisa is looking out for me too. Oh, that's sweet. Lisa briskly leaves my desk and heads towards the warm drink dispenser down the aisle. I grab a tissue out of the box and dump the potato chip crumbs into the trash bin. You really need tissues to pick up potato chip crumbs? Come on, man. Feel bad for myself, but especially for Alexis, since I'm partly to blame for Lisa getting so angry. Well... Oh, really? That was all her. Like, I should check on Alexis. Oh, fine. That's not my job, though. No, I should stay at my desk and continue working like the good soldier I am. I head in the opposite direction of Lisa and sneak over to my co-worker's desk. Alexis still hasn't recovered from Lisa's harsh words. The gloominess has overtaken her as if she has become an entirely different person. Oh, poor Alexis. I almost called her Lisa. Whoops. Alexis, I'm sorry about what just happened. Lisa's pretty unbearable when she's angry, isn't she? I hope she doesn't hear that. No, I understand. You don't have to apologize. After all, I'm the one who asked you for help. It's true, you did. It's all your fault, really. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Why do we all have the same desktop background? Is that our background or is that the game we're working on? That probably makes sense. Why do we all have the same desk? And who's that photo of? Is that my girl? My girlfriend's a demon. Nice. I need to be more responsible, like Lisa said. If anything, I'm sorry that I got you into this mess, but yeah. You should. That makes more sense, yeah. Fair enough. The redhead's eyes dart around nervously. It's kinda hard to explain, but let's just say that old habits don't die, they hibernate. Oof, you can kill off old habits, just pull out a shotgun. I don't know. Old habits? I don't get it. Does she mean she used to have a bad habit of asking for help? Doesn't sound too bad. Everyone needs help sometimes, that's just natural. Yeah. And I'm here to help you. Either way, this probably isn't the time to press her about it. Especially not when she was just lectured by Lisa. I see. Yeah. Old habits can really come back to bite you, huh? No kidding. It's not like an on or off switch that you can flip whenever you want. In that way, habits are like rain clouds. All you can do is either get an umbrella or run away. Ooh, I'm liking all these girls so far. Run far, far away. Wonder what Mayu's gonna be like. I'm excited to see. And you have to deal with them whenever they come knocking at your door, I guess. Life isn't kind enough to play around your schedule. Rain clouds, huh? Sounds dismal. But it can make sense, the way you put it. Alexis suddenly steps back, pensively glancing towards the ceiling and talking as if she's thinking out loud, kinda like I'm doing right now. It's true. It's true. But why else would they come, you know? It's not like I asked for them. I'm sure no one else would either. Kinda like Mizari. She didn't ask for trouble to befall the townsfolk. Mizari, that's the game character. I'm onto it. It's not like she wants to be whisked away to live with the Demon King. Yeah, fair enough. Who would want to have their life constantly put in danger? Sounds like fun. Wow. Depends on the danger. But it's a game, so it sounds like fun. Well, I sure wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Which reminds me, Lisa, that silly girl, does she still, you know. If only she could see. She blind? What? Ahem! An abrupt, angry grunt interrupts our conversation. Alexis and I take it as our cue to stop disrupting the people around us. Oh, whoops. We in a library? Nah, JK. Oh, guess I was being too loud again, huh? I'm sorry about that. Seems like I keep getting you into trouble today. Yeah, you should stop. Slacker McFly. And anyway, I definitely can't have Mayu mad at me as well. By the end of the day, you'll probably hate me too. Oh, pish posh, like I could hate you, Alexis, come on. I don't think my viewers would like that. As far as I know, you're the only yandere here. I don't. This is bad. Very bad. It's okay, Alexis, don't worry about it. That won't happen, I promise. Well, I should probably get back to work now. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, later. I like her, she's cute. I don't know what to make of Alexis's predicament. Nonetheless, the reality is there's no time for me to be concerned about Alexis's lack of sense of responsibility. I return to my desk and begin my duties for the day. I have some catching up to do, so I'll have to work a little quicker today. Yeah, if only Alexis didn't keep interrupting me. Before I know it, the afternoon quickly comes around. Time always seems to fly when I become interested in writing, immersed in writing. Alright everyone, you know what time it is. It's... dinner time? It's time to like and subscribe! Yeah, I don't know. Step away from your computers and start heading downstairs. You know the drill. You don't have to tell me twice, hee. Are you sure? Alexis. Aw, you aren't still mad about this morning, are you? Well, how's your work coming? It's, going. Same. Good enough, I suppose. I've cooled down a bit. Yay! Then let's spare a plate of gyoza? Let's share a plate of gyoza. Senkara too. What's gyoza? I'll have to Google it. What? Why me? As an apology for earlier, of course. You say that like he had no responsibility in what happened. Hey! Don't blame me. I didn't do anything. I was trying to get work along for you. But I guess that doesn't really matter now, huh? As long as you've both learned your lessons. Lesson learned, loud and clear, I sure have. Me too. Alright. Oh, look at that cute face. Alright, I'm trusting you two. You can count on me, boss. I'll do you proud. Especially if we get a triple serving of gyoza. Why do I get the feeling I'll be the one footing the bill for all that? And I'll split the bill with you, Lisa. I'll pay for it myself. Hee, thank you guys. Oh. Ooh, shivers. The three of us eagerly head downstairs for the lunch break, following behind the rest of the office. Nice. Lunch together. That's sweet. Haven't had that since the virus. I take my place at the end of the line. In front of me, Alexis is facilitating between udon and teriyaki chicken rice bowl. I don't say I really like either of those. Sorry. Lisa is waiting in the line adjacent to ours because she's special. She's the boss. She gets to wait in her own line. She most likely picked out her order hours ago. Mood. Finally, Mayu, standing directly behind Lisa, is intently staring at the menu plastered above the register. I haven't bought a lunch to work since I was first hired at the studio, because it's actually cheaper to dine here than buy ingredients at the grocery store. That's really convenient, actually. It's a plus that the food here is extremely delicious too. If you say so. The owners of the restaurant are gracious enough to grant our whole company a sizable discount off every meal, as a thank you for renting the upper floor of this building, which they own. I sometimes wonder whether it's a better deal for them or us. Who cares? Cheap food. A triple serving of gyoza and a bowl of beef udon, please. You weren't kidding about that, were you? I never joke about food. I'm insulted you don't know that. Even after all this time, she reminds me of Pinkie Pie. That's concerning. Aw, this is cute once she's not angry. Everyone who works here looks forward to lunchtime. It's not only about filling our stomachs, it's a time to unwind and refresh ourselves a bit. It brings the excess stress from the workday. That's good. Like watching YouTube videos. I hope your excess stress has been wrung, as it were. Alexis pats me on the shoulder as she heads off. Pardon me? Okay. You're up next, Senkara. Get your head out of the clouds. I thought she was gonna make me pay for it or something. She's like, you're up to pay. Bye. Like clockwork, I'm waved up to the counter by the smiling employee. Your order, sir? Ooh. I don't know what any of that is. Spicy yuzu ramen, prawn tempura udon, chicken yakisoba, or spicy bulgogi. Well, chicken's good. No, that udon appealed to me though. I'll go for the prawn tempura udon. I briefly look over my shoulder and notice that everyone seems to be heading back upstairs. Already? We just started. I'll have the prawn tempura udon to go. Sure, I'll have that ready for you as soon as possible. Senkara, right? Yes. Would you like a number to go with that name? Right. After paying, I decide to check out whatever Alexis is occupied with. The woman is staring straight out the window, seemingly caught up in her own little world. Her expression is more serious than usual. When I notice her begin to frown and grind her teeth, I decide to speak up. Hey Alexis, what did you order? Udon and gyoza, remember? Right. Oh, right. I don't know where my head is today. Hopefully it's on my body, right? Me neither. Alexis swiftly turns back to the window, gazing up at the clear blue sky. It truly is a gorgeous and pleasant afternoon. Still, this isn't like her. Alexis has always been the type to chat up a storm when presented the opportunity. In the end, despite my concerns, I decide to give her space to think out whatever's occupying her mind. It does look pretty good. Alright, I can vibe that, that's what I wanted, yeah. Around 20 minutes later, my order is finally called out. Before I can begin my climb upstairs, however, Mayu trips on the set. Mayu, are you okay? Her container of ramen flies out of her hands, clambering against the floor and spilling its contents in every which way. Well, that's no sinister silence. Alright. The ground is covered with citrus-scented goodness, and her skirt is peppered with unfortunate bright red flecks of soup. One of her ankles appears to be slightly twisted underneath her, the broth painting a grimmer than reality picture. Everyone in the restaurant is suddenly in a commotion, uncertain of what to make of the situation. There seems to be a bad case of the bystander effect. Hate that. Are you okay, Mayu? Jeez, that looked like a bad fall. What should we do? I like her. I can't really show it on the camera, but I like her little pose with her hand at the back of her back there. That's cute. What should we do? Someone should help Mayu out. Not to worry. Senkara to the rescue. Ha! I don't waste any time. I volunteer myself for the task. My lunch can wait a bit longer. The hero is here. The hero of the story. The man of the room, of the job. The only man working here. I got this. It's okay, guys. Go on ahead of us. I'll take care of this. Thank you, Senkara. I'm glad to see you're such a stand-up person. Oh, well, you know me. Let me know as soon as you're back in the office. Come on, Alexis. You need to get straight back to work. That's right, naughty. Okay. If you say so, boss lady. I hope your ankle doesn't hurt too much, Mayu. The two women manage to safely travel past the soupy puddle as I rush to the scene and crouch to Mayu's level. Ooh, she looks pretty majestic in her injured state. With her knees bent, she leans against the weight of her own arm to hold herself off the floor. Here, I'll help you stand. I offer my hand to the brunette, but she only gives me an awkward blank stare. One might think I just said something outlandish. Well, it is 2020, you can't go offering girls help. Like, come on, man. No, it's okay. I don't need your help, Senkara. Pardon me? Are you sure? Yes, thank you. I'm fine on my own. Oh, she's just shy, okay. The woman starts to get up, but swiftly stumbles over herself once more. I immediately hop to her side to prevent her from toppling over. Sorry. There's no need to apologize. Stuff happens. Not to me. You must live a pretty good life then, huh? With Mayu's arm hanging around my neck, we inch our way up the stairs as carefully as we can manage. I quite like Mayu now. I don't know, I like all three of them. So far we got a pretty good selection. After a while, I managed to get her safely to the office. Thank you again, Senkara. Oh, no problem, anytime, I got you. The brunette turns away from me, clearly trying to avoid making eye contact. Considering how little she talks to everyone, I'm not overly surprised. Oh, see, she's just shy. She don't hate me, I hope. Yeah, don't mention it. Mayu. Oh gosh, I hope you're okay. How's your ankle feeling? I brought you an ice pack. It should relieve some of the pain. Oh, that's sweet. Lisa tends to Mayu, kneeling down to care for the other woman's ankle. Mayu seems to be in good hands, so I decide to leave the woman be. My work here is done. I go downstairs to retrieve my lunch and clean up whatever mess remains, but everything has already been mopped up. Whoa, these guys could teach Lisa, at least these guys could teach Alexis a thing or two. Without any other duties to attend, I return to my desk and get back to work. This music is so funky, chonky. The hours fly by, and the rest of the day passes without incident. By the end of it, I'm excited to head home and get a good night's sleep. This reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the music. Like the Nintendo games. Any Yu-Gi-Oh! Nintendo game, I love it. Still, the thought of Mayu being injured, her dress still stained, and having not even eaten yet crosses my mind. I should give her some of my food. I hope she's not allergic to seafood. I reach over and begin to pack up for the evening. Afterward, I make my way towards Mayu's desk. It's rare to see you come this way, Senkara. Is there anything you need? I look over to find Mayu staggering a bit, leaning against Lisa for balance. Oh. I got you. Well, I was thinking I could maybe take Mayu home. You know, make sure she gets there safe and sound. Besides, I don't think she's eaten it all today, so I thought making dinner for her might be helpful. Don't worry about that. I've already scolded her for her poor dietary habits. What? In any case, you don't need to go so far for a minor trip and fall. Lisa might be a little... just a little bit jealous, perhaps, maybe? Oh, wink wink, nudge nudge. Are you sure? I mean, oops. I don't know what any of these buttons do, but I mean, it's no problem. It's probably something what I said, I don't know. Once again, there is no need for you to be overly concerned, Senkara. Mayu is a grown adult who can take care of herself. Just trying to help. Besides, I know she wouldn't be comfortable with that. She wouldn't dare allow a man she's barely acquainted with to come into her home. Pardon me, sorry about it. Jeez. You know, I honestly hadn't even considered that. I guess it wasn't such a good idea. Yeah, fair enough. Exactly. Oh, I love that smile. I appreciate the thought, as I'm sure Mayu does, but this isn't the time for you to try to play hero. Just being kind of a dick about it, I mean, just trying to help. You should trust that Mayu can handle things on her own, as with any other grown woman. I mean, I do, it's no harm in helping people. Ooh, Senkara, you'll never get a girlfriend if you can't come to understand how we ladies operate. Excuse me? I have a girlfriend, it's that pink horn chick over there, Jack. You're right. Let it go. Insist on helping. Where's the option to be like up yours? Like to see you get a boyfriend, Lisa. I'll go with you're right, that seems like the best response. You're right. Lisa's right. Why should I care about this anyway? You know, I'm a stone cold man, I don't care about nothing at all. It's not like I have to impress Mayu or anything. I don't want to. I see your point, Lisa. I'm glad to hear that. Yanderes, am I right? Whew. I guess I'll go home then. I'll see you both tomorrow. Feel better, Mayu. See you in the morning, Senkara. Mayu doesn't respond verbally, but she does a little hop. But she does give me an obligatory goodbye head nod before I turn around. Ah! That's how we do it. Alright, when I make it home, I decide to dick around for the night. Nice. I've never heard that sentence actually used in a game. That's brilliant, I love it. In retrospect, I'm not even sure why I offered to bring Mayu home earlier. She was there, that's fair enough. I mean, if I had, I wouldn't have had the chance to watch any porn tonight. Excuse me? I'm not gonna get a girlfriend with that attitude. That's the one. Ay. What is this game? Where's the freedom in that? On a stressful day such as this one, I'd never live that down. It's too easy to get backed up when you're stressed out after all. Just watching this masked... Getting a little saucy for the video. Just watching this masked cam girl stripped down in her office is already turning me off. Please stop. My libido's about to pop, and my pants aren't even off. That's great, man. You do you, I guess. For God's sake. And on that note, since I suppose that was a day, let me just pop a save here. Is this the save button? Obligatory. Oh no, that's the history. Well, that's cool. Settings. Skip text, no music, blah blah. Voice. Interesting. When's that happening? This one? Save file. Ah, there we go. Alright, well, yeah, on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. As promised, there will be more Yanderes in this game, or so I'm told, and from the pictures, does look like it's gonna get pretty interesting, I gotta say. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So be sure to like and subscribe for more, hit the bell icon to be notified of when the next video comes out. And thank you for watching. My name has been Senkara, and until next time, see ya!